Hey guys, I'm going to take a little break from working on radio restorations and TV restorations to look at some test equipment, specifically some tube testers. First up, I have a couple Knight KG 600s. I think one might be a B and one might be an A. A friend dropped these off for me to take a look at. If you're not familiar with Knight, it's kind of like Heathkit in that you would build this yourself. They were kits. So for example, this is the assembly manual, and I believe, yeah, they go through all the wiring and so on, and you can see somebody chucked these off as they went through the various steps. Now these are fairly simple. Let's see if there's a schematic in here somewhere. Yeah, here we go. Maybe just a lot of wiring, like for the filament there, because tubes run on a wide range of filament voltages. Like this goes from 0.63 volts up to 110 volts. And you have a rotary switch. But otherwise, let's see, we've got a capacitor, a couple resistors, a shorts test light, a few more resistors, a diode, a meter, and some calibration controls and so on. Then of course a whole bank of switches that you set for each individual tube type that you're trying to test. Alright, so I know one of these has a problem with the meter. In fact, the meter's already been taken out. Problem? Well, the needle does not move. My friend took this out and popped in a meter from a CRT tester, actually. Let's see which one. Yeah, so this is actually from a B&K 440 CRT tester. That's why it's got cut off on it. And it sort of works, but the calibration is way off. Likewise, the other one, the meter movement is good, but it actually tests too good. When I tried out testing some tubes, the meter would peg all the way over. Got all kinds of fun paperwork that came with these too, like some old vintage catalogs and such. Kills me to see these old ads though. Like, check out these picture tubes. If I could get a 16 GP4 for 25 bucks, oh, I'd go nuts. Let's see, I wonder if they've got the predicted tubes in here. I don't think so. I think it'd be a 17 DRP4. Regardless, so you can see what the prices were like. And look at those color tubes. A little bit of a price jump there. Let's see. Well, no 7 JP4s. Anyways, and here's the actual operating manual. Additions to the original, well, to the roll chart. These have a built-in roll down here. You scroll through, you find your tube you want to check, flip the levers, test it out. It's actually quite similar to the triplet 3413B that I use so often. So that's this one that has the meter issue. Let's take a look at the other guy. So this one's in a little bit better condition. So this one I think I just need to go through, maybe replace the one capacitor, any out of spec resistors, and see if I can calibrate it. And the other one, well, I'm going to attempt to pop open the meter, see if I can free up that needle. Could just be a mechanical issue. Otherwise, I can ask around, see if anybody's got a spare or replacement. Or I've even heard that there are guys out there that can repair these. So that one was a 600B. Well, I guess they're both 600Bs. The cases are just slightly different sizes. Now the other tube testers I want to look at are actually mine. I think I might have mentioned this one briefly ages ago. This is a bit earlier. So early, in fact, it doesn't even have a 9-pin socket on it, so you can't test like a 12AX7 in this, unless you build an adapter, which is something I do want to try. I guess they actually didn't make these for very long without the 9-pin, or I guess this model, I should say, was discontinued entirely shortly after it came out, because it became obsolete almost the day they started selling them. So it's like a 7. But there is an adapter. Probably you'll never be able to find a real one, but they're simple enough to make. It just plugs into the 8-pin octal socket, and then you attach the grid cap lead to it to make it the 9th pin, and then you can test all the 9-pin tubes. So this one I got ages ago, I think off of eBay, and it was fairly cheap. Reason why? Well, it's a little chewed up, and this is kind of ugly in here. But the main problem is the cover's gone. There should be a lid on this. It's a pretty nice cabinet too, but without the lid, you can see how filthy it got. It's just exposed to the elements. So, but it does work. As near as I can tell. But I got other tube testers, so I just never really did anything with this. However, I was poking around eBay, as I so often do, and I saw somebody selling exactly the same model, I believe, locally with a reasonable buy it now and free shipping. So I pounced on it, and it just showed up today. So I'm going to grab the package and a knife, and let's do a little unboxing. Alrighty. Now I can tell right away from the size of the box that there's going to be virtually no padding, if any, because this box is the size of the tester. But hopefully it didn't get damaged. I've been pretty lucky lately with my recent eBay purchases. Things haven't been getting damaged. Wasn't always the case though. I certainly, I think every TV that I had shipped to me got damaged, which is why I stopped having TV shipped to me at all. I only do local pickup now. Same goes for radios. I guess it's just a layer or two of cardboard, and then we're going to have the tester. I guess it's not too bad. There's some packing material in here. Okay. Cool to finally see what the wood looks like. Box is in pretty good shape. It's dovetailed. It'll clean up real nice. I might even go so far as to refinish it. Ooh, didn't notice that in the listing. Short indicator bulb was gone. Well, that's alright, because my plan is to make one good one out of the two I've got. See, there's some slight differences right away. Boxes are a little bit different too. I actually wonder if this box was even an original one at all, or if somebody just popped the tester into it. Let's see. Obviously this one's a lot cleaner. The bulb on the left is a different color. Push buttons are slightly different too. I like these ones better. These seem like they're plastic, whereas these are more like Bakelite. I like this line adjustment knob here too, better too. It's a cool hex knob. Where's this? It's probably a replacement. This is kind of interesting too, because it's not just a tube tester. It can also measure voltage, current, resistance, and check batteries. Alright, so first I'm going to work on the Knight 600s, and then we'll take a closer look at these. Series 920 electrodynamic tube and set testers.